inquiry, so from start all the way to finish, and how I actually mediated it via Zoom. The dispute had been going on for nearly 3 years, and it was settled within 5 hours. Equally, if you're looking for a mediation observation, it'll be useful for you to hear the feedback from my observers. So this was actually mediated 3 days ago, and watch the rest of the video to see the various stages and how I proceeded to get the parties to an agreement.
Thank God that's why I'm done.
The day has got away from me. It's 10:10. I have got a mediation tomorrow. I have got a 342-page bundle to read, so I better get moving. It's 9:35 a.m. I've just logged into Zoom. I'm just going to be opening the breakout rooms and doing my final minute preparations before today's mediation. At 10 a.m. my three observers are joining me, where we're going to have a debrief about what I expect from them and to discuss the case in general. At 10:20 the claimant and their team, which will consist of their solicitors, and at 10:25 the defendant and their team, their solicitors and experts, will be joining the Zoom call. It is a landlord and tenant dispute, and it has been going on since 2021, and we have got 8 hours to try and resolve it. So let's see what I can do. Right, it is 4:15. My mediation concluded at 3:30, so 5 hours it took me to get the parties to a settlement. We were scheduled to finish at 6:30, but thankfully we got into a settlement in 5 hours. I have got two of my three mediation observers present with me, and they have kindly agreed to share a few words about their experience with me. So I'll start with you first, Anna. So can you just introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Anna Cleland. I'm a newly qualified mediator, background in HR consulting. I'm recently qualified as a coach as well.
And how did you find your observation today? Please be honest.
Oh, it was really brilliant. So I qualified in April, and so this is my first observation. So to be able to see it all in practice and in reality with real defendants and claimants, not case study, co-class mates acting the part, actually brought it all to life in a very real way. It was good.
Did you learn anything specifically?
What did I learn?
Nothing.
Oh no, I learned that well, it reinforced that you need to go through the steps of the process. So you need to let them explore, you need to let them vent, and then move them through. And that takes time.
Yeah, it does.
And I learned actually from you about your role in the mediation in terms of how you can support and guide, and how influential that can be in terms of helping them understand the reality and test the reality of their situation.
Would you observe again? Would you observe me again, rather?
Yes, definitely. I'd like to.
Presumably you'd recommend me to others?
Yeah, absolutely.
Marvelous. Thank you very much. Your check is in the post, he says. So thank you for that. I'm joking about the check. There's going to be no check in the post. Right. I have also got another observer with us, and he is having technical difficulties with his video. And due to the nature of his work outside of mediation, he can't really, well, he has to remain anonymous. So you are a HR director, and over to you, Mr. Anonymous. How did you find today's observation?
Really, really helpful. And as Anna's just pointed out, it's fair enough people doing things in classroom environment, but actually, and as I'm sure you may have seen over the 22 years of doing it, every mediation is going to be different, because you're dealing with different emotional sets of characteristics. And today was interesting, and I thought very well managed. It was a tricky one, and I've met a few people, and this individual needed some careful handling. And as Anna's pointed out, the way you took the client down the route so that things were, if you like, the reality of this situation was opened out in a far more sort of constructive manner, I think helped that individual get to their realization point and then their agreement and understanding.
Did you learn anything specifically? Anything that stood out for you?
Yeah, I quite liked actually how effective carefully chosen direct challenge works. That was quite interesting to watch because it had some good results. And to a certain extent, if a client is emotionally involved, sometimes they sort of need a bit of gentle pulling back. And you've been able to monitor how much of that pulling and tugging and what direction you go. It was really good to see, and it worked.
And would you observe again?
Definitely, yeah.
Can I ask, well, both of you, and you can answer in any order. Why did you come to me specifically for mediation observations? Why didn't you go elsewhere?
For me, it's very hard to get observations. I've done my absolute best at networking almost solidly for 3 months and drawn a blank on lots and lots of people that I've contacted.
Did
So